I was in the car, I didn't have any energy. I was like, I was yawning. I told Trent, man, I need to get my energy right because I'm about to go in there. And so I took a little drink of my energy. Oh, okay, y'all allow energy drinks. So I took my energy drink, boom, and I was like, came inside, y'all were still in here. I was like, okay, they're still in there. It'll be all right. But when I saw David, I'm like, what's up, David? How you doing, bro? You know, the energy's gonna come across to those guys. So when you're in interaction with your guys, the trick is get your mind right. Get your mind right. You can even just do this and be like, all right, huh? Y'all ready? Hey man, we got a lot of work to do, man. That's a great problem. Remember when it downturned in 15, we didn't even know who was gonna go home and who was gonna go to work? Today's the day. We're all going to work, boy. We can get some overtime today. And it's gonna be easy. All these jobs are gonna be easy. You're already planting it in their head. You're telling them what they believe about the job. Okay? And it works whether you do it positive or negative. If you show up and say, man, this job's gonna suck today, man. Y'all are gonna have to go around all these ranches and roads and trees and you come in there telling them it's gonna suck, guess what? Their whole day is gonna suck because you seeded that in their brain. The way you say things, how you say things, and what you say is powerful. It's like magic, dude. I don't really know how it works that way, but it does. So I don't know if I told y'all the story about my worst class I ever had. When I talked about Pygmalion effect, the worst class in my career, I was working for West Texas Safety Training Center. Y'all heard of that? It's been around for a long time. When I started in my 20s, I was teaching roughnecks from the drilling rig. At 22, they'd walk in and say, you don't know nothing. I've been doing this since your diapers were yellow on the inside. Since your diapers were green, you don't know nothing. I'm like, well, sir, this is my class. You're gonna have to respect my class or go back and tell your boss why you didn't finish class. So, you know, I'm here to do my job. But anyway, I was working for West Texas Safety, and West Texas Safety Training Center, and I went to Key Energy on a Saturday. And when I was driving there, I was like, man, it's gonna be like 27 people. There's gonna be Spanish and English. I'm gonna have to translate. Ugh. It's gonna suck, dude. It's gonna be the worst. And the whole morning it came true. It was the worst. That's the worst class I have ever taught in my career. The guys had attitude, they were talking trash, the material was so long, I was behind schedule. I was like, okay, let's go to lunch, man. Go to lunch. Come back in an hour. We go to lunch. I had learned about this, what's called the Pygmalion effect. What they also call it is self-fulfilling prophecies. A self-fulfilling prophecy. And I had learned about it. So I ate my lunch and I sat there and I said, you know, they say that if I change this, if I change what I'm thinking, that it'll change my class. This is the worst class I've ever had. So I'm gonna do an experiment. I'm gonna treat them like lab rats, and I'm gonna do a little experiment on them and see if it works. So I sat there and focused. I said, and I told myself out loud, today's gonna be the best day I've ever had. The rest of this day is gonna be the best training class I've ever had. These guys are gonna have fun. We're gonna tell jokes. We're gonna get done early. We're all gonna get to go home early on a Saturday. And the rest of my day is gonna be chill, relaxed. It's gonna be great. And I told myself that, and I got my brain, like I really told myself that, and I really believed it, right? So then when I went into that class for the afternoon, it was, bro. It was the best class I'd ever had. We had fun, we got ahead of schedule, we got done early. They loved it. At the end of the class, they were hugging me, you know, because they loved the class. They wrote reviews. We got done early, and it's like, ever since then, I'm like, this is legit. This is for real. If your brain is in a pattern that this sucks and I'm so tired and I don't want to be here, you're just going to go deeper into the hole. And you are going to feel that way, and it's going to suck for you. But you have the power right here to flip the script in your head. If you really use the focus and use your mindset. And when you're having that day, when you're having one of those days, I want to challenge you to test it. Try to flip your mind when you know that you're having a bad day at lunch, or when you get a break, go by yourself and try to flip your brain and see if it'll work. Fake it till you make it, put a smile on your face, and then see how it goes. You can't, like, with us, guys, a lot of times we don't get enough sleep and we're tired. Like today, I didn't sleep last night. I was not in my bed. I was in a different place. The wind was, my nephew had his TV on until like 3 or 4 in the morning. It's their house. I can't tell him to turn the TV off. I'm trying to, I'm just trying to be here. So this morning, and y'all, I know y'all suffer from this too, where a lot of times it's just energy. So what you do is, when you're tired, you typically kind of do this. So there's a connection with your physiology and your psychology. And what that means is your body determines your state. Like even right now that I'm getting small and kind of going like this, I'm starting to get a headache. Like I'm starting to not feel good standing like this. But if I stand up and change my posture, put my chin up, put a smile on my face, and start to act like I have energy, it's kind of funny because when you exercise, your body produces more energy. So you start moving like you have energy, you start feeling the energy. You start feeling the power in your physical position of your posture. You've heard of power postures where you stand like this or you get big. Before you ask for a raise, get real big. I'm about to get this raise up in there. Get yourself amped up, right? And then you go in there with a smile, hey man. And you have a lot more confidence, or if you're gonna talk to a customer, or if there's been a problem with the customer, get your head right, even before you get on the phone. Get your head right, get your face right, get your mind right, and then everything else will go with that direction. Because you're guiding your energy and your physicality in the right, it just works, guys. It just works. I hope you don't think it's woo-woo, or test it. Test it for yourself and see if it doesn't work, because it does. I promise you, it's gonna work. So I think this is good. We got a lot of good things there. What I want to do in the second half is we're actually gonna look at some scripts of, we call it what, so what, now what, and then we're gonna talk about coaching conversations. And that's gonna give you some more practical words and some templates. I'm gonna give you some templates that you'll have, that you'll be able to refer to them, back to them later. So I want to give you a break so you can stand up, move around, whatever you need to do. Go ahead and take 10 minutes, and then we'll come back.